Emilia-Romagna, what a region. Terra della Cucina, as it's often called. However, the Emilia-Romagna region is also the home of Italian sports car manufacturers and dream cars. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, and the motorbike producer Ducati. Terra di motori is how the region describes itself. One thing stands out here: people care about nature and the environment. They're concerned about their surroundings and value the preservation of the region's cultural assets. The historic buildings have been restored and shine in their old glory. Not one, but three marvelous sites representing the genius of artistic expression can be found here. And they're all counted among the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The medieval cathedral at Modena, the city of the Renaissance, Ferrara, and the magnificent mosaics housed in the churches in Ravenna. Emilia-Romagna is also the land of Lambrusco, which is actually one of the most well-known wines in the world. It's vinified from the varietal with the same name, Lambrusco, and here it has found its optimal conditions. This is the varietal Lambrusco di Sorbara. Characteristic of the grapes are the tightly bunched, almost circular berries, as well as the low intensity of color they add to the wine. The result is a decent palette of colors ranging from pale to dark pink. For over 20 years now, because of these characteristics, we've been allowing the wine to ferment with the skin. By doing this, we managed to preserve the aroma in the bouquet that is typical of the grape variety. Fruity aromas like red berry, currant, raspberry and strawberry. For Sandro Cavicchioli, the harvesting of healthy, ripe grapes is of utmost importance. As a trained enologist, he knows that quality begins in the vineyard, and he's geared towards this accordingly. The viticulture in Emilia-Romagna has gone through many changes in the past years. Sandro Cavicchioli has shared his know-how and has been actively and passionately involved in this development. He anticipated many of the changes and in several areas was himself the trailblazer. He laid out his vineyard so that a higher degree of mechanization could be attained. In doing so, the canopy management of the vine was altered. The density of the vines was increased and the major part of harvesting was mechanized. The last step had enormous advantages as it allowed for the grapes to be harvested at nearly their exact point of ripeness. Since the vineyards are in the immediate vicinity of the wine cellars, the transport journeys are short and the facilities and processes are coordinated for speedy handling. High quality is thereby assured, a good basis for wines whose quality meets the high standards of the international market. Vigna del Cristo is the name of the house in the small town of Sorbara where Sandro Cavicchioli grew up. And it was here that today's remarkable quality enterprise Cavicchioli began its comet-like rise. Cavicchioli possessed the necessary infrastructure, know-how and wise business foresight to place quality first in order to be able to sell quality wines on a wider basis. Modern infrastructure, stainless steel pressing tanks, clearly defined processes, cleanliness and order in the winery all serve to guarantee that the high quality in the grapes will be found again in the wine. For decades, Cavicchioli has brought quality and respectable production figures brilliantly under one hat. Responsible for this is Sandro Cavicchioli, who heads production with a great deal of experience and intuition. In the fertile plain that lies between Modena and the Po River, a wine tradition has developed that today is being carried on by connoisseurs and devoted entrepreneurs. They are aware of the challenge, work hard, and still find time to share their knowledge about Lambrusco while enjoying a sociable moment together. Here, Sandro Cavicchioli is counted among the protagonists. Lambrusco is a wine of my home. My family has produced Lambrusco since 1928, and in the meantime it has attained a high profile worldwide. It's an accessible wine. It contains little alcohol, is refreshing, provides a lot of fruitiness, and can be enjoyed on many different occasions, for example at parties, aperitifs, and as a perfect accompaniment to good cooking. Lambrusco is a young wine that should also be drunk in its youth. Whenever a bottle of Cavicchioli is uncorked, the party begins. The Italians know how to enjoy every moment. Do the same and celebrate with Lambrusco from Cavicchioli. And the party begins.